There's a theme in every. This is a themed set pick list, by the way.
So you're 2023. You admit that you are a fucking anime fanboy.
The year of the Weeb. The year of the Weeb.
Welcome to the Spindash Retro Gaming Podcast. Prepare yourself for the joy of classic gaming. Fired straight into your delicate little ear holes. Fire away.
Yeah, this is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, Woodford's like right down the middle if you were going to drink something.
Yeah, affordable.
It's warm. I like it
not
after
disgusting.
nice warm at the back end.
Yeah, Irish. I don't know what to characterize Irish whiskey as, but I like the finish has a little bit of spice to it instead of peat.
So
maybe like it depends on the cask, really. I think
I associate with Jameson for some reason. Irish whiskey, Jameson.
So it's good. I'll Carol though had it in the fridge, so now I had to keep it cold.
Oh, Carol, sweet, gentle Carol.
She's like, "Yeah, it was in I put it in the fridge." I'm like, "Why?" By the way, this woman will kill you. Okay, I ordered an Italian sandwich. It's probably me and Nicole just moved in, and I'm like, "Hey, we're getting sandwiches today." I'm like, "Oh, fantastic!" I'm working a late night at my old job when I was working in the cell phone industry. Like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be late. Just I'll have. I think I just had like a double Italian, with just black olives and onion and green pepper. That's all I usually get. It's a cold sandwich. This fucker left it out all there because she doesn't put anything in the fridge. She eats her fucking sandwiches. She'll wait and make sure that they're room temperature.
So she leaves her sandwiches out to become room temperature, but she puts your alcohol in the fridge to not go bad.
Backwards.
She won't eat anything after it hits the fridge, by the way. So Nicole will make fresh salsa, and she'll put it in the fridge, and it sets for the following week for when we have something else, usually taco, Mexican-based.
Does she have something with, like, she can't handle cold, sensitivity-wise?
No,
No.
Get her some Sensodyne.
Yeah. Yeah. You remember that show, Wife Swap? You need mother-in-law swap. That would be good television, I'm telling you.
That would be...
It would start and end with Carol.
Is it like a Yankee swap? We just keep passing. No one wants Carol. Merry Christmas. Have a Carol.
You gotta get her high or something, man.
I'm afraid to because I don't know if I'll kill her.
No, she's just gonna zone out. She might not like be so.
Oh no, she probably might go straight up paranoid and friggin' next thing you know, got
just
crazy.
Just put the pink lemonade we drank into a pink lemonade and be like, here you go. I guarantee you, it would help you. Having done that to people that are high strung. Yeah.
Just a little bit. Just slip her a little bit here or there.
Just a little bit.
Microdose.
I'd like to see Carol be paranoid, though. That'd be funny. The bagmen are after me. The bagmen. What are you talking about? The mold.
The mold's everywhere. I must clean it.
I mean, if you guys want your house cleaned, I can send her up your way.
I'll get her stoned.
That's the pro, but you haven't mentioned the con.
Yeah.
That's a very, very hefty list that I had to go into.
Yeah. We hired a cleaner. Yep.
That's a smart choice. I let my cleaner live with me. Don't do it. Oh, Matt, I just want to show you what is playing in the background. I don't know if you can really see it. I have Wind Waker. But
you haven't got a save card, memory card yet.
well, see, I got my shield, and after I got my shield, I went upstairs, there, and had a little short out in the power, and now I am back to square one.
Go get a memory card. They're like $10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get one.
I don't know how you shorted your power out, but yeah, memory card's way better.
No, just a power just flickered for a hot minute.
Yeah, that'll fuck you.
I wouldn't even know what they are. I want to know what they are. If I was to eBay one, an official one.
I'm gonna probably go to
Go to your store.
go to the store. I'm gonna go to probably Sanford Games and Collectibles.
I mean, the cheap, shitty ones. I mean, you can get one for less than.
I'm gonna probably bring in one of those Xboxes. I'm like, hey, here's a function of Xbox. Just give me a GameCube card.
He's a good worth
they're worth like $9.
That's what I said. That's probably what one of those the Xbox 360 is.
Just advertise them on Mercari again for the 1,000th time. Or
I make pretty good money on there.
Whatnot.
I make good.
Like, here's a Whatnot link. A week later on Facebook, here's another Whatnot link. I'm like, fuck off with the Whatnot.
Dude,
just save them.
I have gotten. That's where I have gotten most of my games for good prices.
Just save the Xboxes for 5 to 10 years, and then they'll be in high demand.
Really, you can't fault me for saying, "Hey, why don't you check this out?" Because you can get a good deal.
I'm never clicking on that.
John doesn't like good deals. He just bitch and moan when he.
No, you got to make an account, and then you get.
Wow, it takes all of 5 fucking seconds.
You get 2,000 emails until you forget. You're like,
no, you don't. I have not gotten one email from Whatnot.
I'm suspicious in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you're paranoid as fuck, but you still probably do it if I showed you a gem on there.
I would get my email aliasing up. I'd set up an alias email, a fake name, set up a PO box.
Can be done.
I'm the most paranoid person I know.
Yes, you are, Deal Gribble.
Hey, Macari, I got some good stuff. That's most of my collection has come from Macari too.
We could almost do a casting of King of the Hill.
Oh God.
Yes. On that note, Happy New Year.
Yes. We had a fun year, haven't we?
No, God. I don't know what I'd call it.
I know what we could call it. We can call this year of the Dump.
Year of the Dump. This is a building year.
And not
for
dump
some.
fire, but
yeah.
We put in a solid effort. I think when we were staring at the numbers of
I'd say.
What's that?
Some better than others, I'd say.
Yeah, I put in a mediocre effort.
I'd say, yeah. Looking, I feel like our 21 year, we were very aggressive. Our 22, we kind of just weren't.
Yeah, you showed us that statistic, man, and that was shocking. Like,
that was actually really big.
Yeah. 7 less games.
Yeah, the numbers are rough because you figure, I mean, we put out, I think last year, I think we were in like the high teens to 20s in episodes. And I think this year we only put out like 14 maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more.
We've been pretty busy this year too.
Yeah, this year's been kind of it was a building year.
I was getting groove of my new gig. My new job.
Yep.
So but we got some good stuff coming up, I think, this year. Yeah. I know.
Well, let's just start it off with like normally do. Does anyone have any pickups to share?
I do actually today.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Oh, the dump just gave me.
No. I actually purchased this item.
Did you get your PS4 from the dump yet?
God, waiting. Actually, you know what I'm waiting for? Realistic. I'll put it on the universe because I really want to get this, and actually, I'm not going to keep it for myself. I'm going to give it to a certain person. I'm looking for a rock band set. I like drums, like a guitar, bass. Like I'm waiting for. That's one of actually my goals this year is to get it for the 360.
So you want a 360 set?
Yeah, I want a 360 set. That'd be ideal. If not, I'll take a Wii set because I have one person in mind that it's going to.
I mean, we
Dan.
can go put it in Justin's basement.
That's
Oh
what I
my
want to do.
God. How fucking funny would that be?
That's what I want to do. I just want to go. I'm like, hey, Justin, I'll just say, hey, I'm dropping off some booze, and I'm just going to put it, like, set up in his basement or something, just set up a full kit.
I mean, I could just break into his basement and put it in there for you.
One of those 360s.
That's what I was
If
going
you
to do.
just got-
That's my idea. My thought process is literally just have it so there. And I was like, I have a projector, and I can hitch it up to HDMI projector. I can hitch it right up there so you can put it right against the wall.
You have a spare projector, meaning you have two projectors.
Well, you have a
Yeah.
main.
What?
Why have we done Mario
work.
Kart? Big screen
Work.
Mario Kart.
My work.
The fuck?
I have one that we thought it didn't work, and it works. I found out it works. And I have my one I use for work.
Why are you holding out on us?
Yeah, come on, man.
Giant.
I was thinking of bringing it to our thing for the camp, because I think we could move the TV and project it on that wall. That's a white wall for Halo.
Projected on a lot of shit.
Yeah. Well,
I got a big white door in my camp, man, by the ocean.
Well, let's abuse the shit. I'll go, man. Next year's gonna be amazing. We haven't even gotten into our episode, and already next year is looking
Spare
significantly
projector.
better.
You've been
than
holding
this.
it on us for fucking too long now. Let's do it.
But yeah. So my pickup was a Guitar Hero wireless guitar in case at Goodwill for $5.
For which one? For which system?
PS2.
PS2. All right.
But
All right.
it doesn't have the dongle with it, so I'm gonna just flip it and put the money towards something else.
Yeah.
John, how about you? Any pickups?
No. When I got your Saturn, I got some backdated catalog games that I needed. Halo 2. No, I needed Halo 1 for the Xbox and like the map pack. And then I got like a couple 360 games. I think I got Destiny and
Never played that.
360 is the way to go right now. Like, if you want to start collecting, collect for
cheap
360.
shit, man.
Dirt
Yeah.
cheap and great shit. And backwards compatible. Xbox is very good with backwards compatibility.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
Well-
Sony can go fuck themselves. They're awful.
Matt.
But
your system is backwards compatible.
I've been using it. Believe me, I've been using the backwards
Ooh.
compatibility on that extensively.
Is this part of your pickups?
Yeah, right. Your segue next.
I certainly can. So I guess starting off on an actual pickup, I got Dragon Quest VIII for PS2.
Ooh.
And I bought it complete, but I really didn't know what I was buying. So when it showed up and within the cardboard box and everything, I was like, "Holy shit! This really was complete." Because it was much cheaper than the other one, so I got a good deal on that one. So I love Dragon.
I hear it's an underrated game.
I love Dragon Quest. I played 11 on Switch, and like if you're into like classic JRPGs, I mean that game is awesome. It's very old school. It feels old school, but it looks current gen. But the music, I don't know. I love Dragon Quest 11, so I want to go back and play some of the other ones. Highly recommended from me. John would hate it, but you know what? Fuck off. So what we were going before is your dump find, that Xbox One that you shipped up this way with the HDMI
I
port.
rescue, and you gave it life.
I bought a $7 HDMI port replacement, and then I bought a magnifying glass light that I can look into because they're so small that where you're actually soldering, and I was just like, "There's no way." I gave you like a 2% chance of this working.
2%.
You and your shitty old eyeballs.
Well, I'm sitting there soldering, and it's such a fine detail, and I'm like Michael J. Foxing it. I'm like, there's no way this goddamn thing is gonna work. So, no, I plugged it in and it worked, and I just sat there like, oh my god, what have I done? Because I watch videos like all these people have like, you know, excellent setups, you know, very fine, you know, soldering equipment, fine tuned to certain temps, you know, heat guns, you know, flux that requires no cleaning and can be squirted on, like just talented people. And then here I am with like, an entry level soldering kit. I don't know how hot it is. I can just turn a dial and kind of hope for the best. I really can't see what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm pretty dumb. And then the thing
to crack that window.
What's that?
Do you have to crack that window?
Nah, I'm good for inhaling the chemicals. I'm fine with it. If you're quick, it doesn't cause death that quickly.
I'm gonna save that for when we're 70. You're senile as fuck.
The worst is when I recap the Game Gear because I had that fishy smell of the capacitors from having that, and it's just like there's no ventilation in this office. I'm just like huffing, soldering. Probably full of lead for all I know. Lead and fish smell, just early death. But
yep.
Nope. So the Xbox works. So I tried moving all my stuff from the 360 on it at the exact same time that Microsoft. So you can still connect your 360 to Live, but it went down. Anyone who's got a 360 is probably getting this 8015190E code right now. And if you are, believe me, I've seen that number so much. So you're not getting on Live with a 360. So I lost my Final Fantasy save. 20 hours in. When you get to Grand Pulse, the part where the game actually fucking matters. So for the third time, I'm restarting this game just so I can get to the where I was, where I gave up, where it actually gets good. Like I've never actually seen the good parts of this fucking game.
Is there no way to do like a USB to?
No, saves can only be transferred from 360 to a One via the cloud. So if Xbox Live, if you can't. So then online they say like, oh man, you just delete your profile and download it again. I'm like, all right, I'll give that a try. Well, I deleted it, but if Xbox Live is down, you can't get your profile back. So my 360, like everything that's tied to me is gone until they fix whatever the hell's wrong with it. So the 360 was boxed up because I got pissed off at it, and I'm just starting new on this Xbox One.
Jesus.
I'm 6 hours into this stupid Final Fantasy game again, trying to make up the 20 hours I'd already put in to a game that I don't even fucking like. I just want to say I beat it.
14 more hours to go, bro.
You are the masochist.
Yeah. But you have now an Xbox One S.
I do. Happy with that. And I had another victory. So your dump fine GameCube, Nick. I was more confident in this one working because the goddamn GameCubes are built like a tank. If you've ever taken apart a GameCube, like 90% of its weight is to the screws that hold it together.
Oh, Jesus.
GameCube is like 90% screws.
Yeah.
So rusted, disgusting, just a filth-ridden GameCube.
Definitely
cleaned it up.
Something.
I got hepatitis. Absolutely. But it works. I got a Pico boot soldered to it, so you can now run things off an SD card on it.
So how easy accessible is that peekaboo? Like where is it accessible?
So here's the thing. There's an easy way and a hard way. Right now, you have to pull off the door on the bottom of the GameCube.
Yeah.
If you get a Game Boy player, I would recommend getting a better quality, like I can't remember what they call SD to GameCube or whatever the hell the little thing dongle is that hooks in the bottom. Get one that's designed for people with Game Boy Player. Mine just came with a set, so that's what I end up using. Long story short, once you fill up an SD card, you don't need to get to it unless you're going to add more things to it. So fill it up all at once. Or
like a hefty, just get like a 256.
Yeah, I'll have to check. I mean, I probably have an 8 gig somewhere I can send you home with.
Well, 8 gig big enough to hold everything?
Oh, fuck no. I'll probably get one game on it.
Yeah.
I'll pick one game that's expensive as hell that John will be forced to either mod.
Is it just I just put a ROM on there? Is that how it works?
ISOFile, yeah.
ISOFile.
And yours is actually, so I have a GC loader in my GameCube, which you take out the drive and replace it with the optical drive emulator. So I don't have a working drive in mine. The Pico boot setup, you maintain your drive and you can run things off an SD. So it's arguably a better setup. It's new. This Pico boot thing is very new. So you technically have a better setup than I do.
Thank you.
Did I test out your CD drive? Absolutely not. I can't fix it. I don't know how to fucking fix it, and it's irrelevant. Fuck it. So,
I mean, not bad for the fact that it came from the dump.
that dump GameCube is going to bankrupt John in 2023. Potentially, if we pick expensive GameCube games like Cubivore or some other bullshit like that, John will be either modding his Wii or dirt poor. He has two options.
I'd do it for that. I was looking up some games, and that one hit a list. So, yeah.
Bizarre stuff. So, man, our year end. Whew. Where do we want to begin on this? I've got a wonderful list. What should we share on our year end?
Oh shit, man. Favorite game we played?
Yeah, I'm interested to hear what you guys think about that. I think
I
it's
have
pretty
two.
obvious. Yeah?
Yeah, and they're both my picks, obviously.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure they're easily guessed by Matt, actually.
Yeah, you got the fucking good ones this year.
You did too. Like, we know what you were moving, right? You're gonna pick Halo and you're gonna pick Katamari Damacy are your two.
Yeah.
And understandably.
Yeah, Katamari I was playing it for like hours last night, just going around, just tooling around onto it. And I'm like, oh, this game is just so much fun. And then I actually didn't mind when I failed, because just that cutscene of your dad just laying into you just cracks me up, and I just laugh every time, just the things he does. I'm like, I don't know if I'm laughing just out of the fact that this is like every 80s kid growing up when your dad is just giving you shit and making you feel worse and worse, and that you can't accomplish anything in life, and you're not going to accomplish anything in life.
No comment.
Have a drink.
Yeah.
And then Halo, then I followed up with Halo, because then it's like all that negativity and everything you just went through, you're just like taking out onto everyone. No, Dad, I can't do this in life. So you're just blowing away the
Save
coven.
the world. I'm gonna save the galaxy.
Pistol whip.
So many little goons are just getting pistol whipped. Oh, but yeah, those are my two favorite. I mean, actually, both had great music. Katamari on its weird, like it being just so unique on the music, and then and I think that's what really I actually liked about both those games. Truly, is the music, and Halo having just such epic music. Like, you just felt like especially if you had it, like I had it turned up one day when I was home and alone. I'm like, I'm just gonna turn this up and just play it, and I was like, this it just gets so immersed into the game, and you're like, dun, 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 and you're just like, I'm like, oh, this, I'm like, I wonder if this had better graphics, like more like movie-esque graphics, if you would really feel like you're really immersed into it, like play like a movie or something like that. But yeah,
Hans Zimmer's in my house.
yes, great games. But that's me.
How about you, John?
Halo.
That was your fave?
Nick had the best game and the worst game.
Did he though?
Yeah.
I don't think.
I mean, no. I'm gonna rank my pick higher for shit.
I was gonna say, what does Nick touch that? Nick did. You did Wheel of Fortune, so
Yeah, but I rank Goku. I rank Goku lower than Wheel of Fortune.
That's true.
Yeah, man. Halo takes the cake.
That was the kill shot.
Yep. Yeah, we're all in the same generation, and the reverence for that game is still in everybody's mind. So,
I mean, it's one of the games we're going to be playing when we go for our ice fishing trip.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, it's probably going to be more Halo than ice
Well,
fishing.
yeah, if you fucks don't buy any shit to go ice fishing.
I am. I'm
Okay,
literally
good.
doing everything you said.
Good.
I plan on ice fishing. I'm
I
pretty.
already got stuff, so
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like, I found this shit at the dump.
It's a stick with a string.
No, I'm not putting up with that. I'm not fixing your crap.
it
Dump trap.
works. It works.
Dump
It
trap.
works.
Bullshit. I want video proof.
No,
of this.
my cousin's boyfriend is lending me some of his gear.
Sweet.
And he ice
Is
fishes
there an
every year.
auger that attaches to a drill?
Wait, you don't have an auger?
I thought you
No,
said you're buying one.
Yeah, I am.
Good.
You can see us out there.
I was like, this isn't gonna work.
We all get out there gear and we have no auger, nothing. We're just
I gotta go buy everybody Christmas presents first before I do that.
Oh, I just finished my Christmas shopping.
You've been creaming yourself
yeah.
all year about this. I thought you already had an auger.
No, man. Fuck that. I just played this 2 weeks ago. I either have this or the retro tink. So there we go.
You could survive another year without a retro tank.
Maybe.
They're $99. They're $99.
They're sold out of the $99 ones.
Are you gonna go the 5X? $300? Holy
No.
shit!
No, the one.
That's
Fuck that, man. My TV isn't even that good.
Oh my! I've seen the things that the 5X does, and my God, I'd walk into your house and my pants would just be crusty. Just that, it would just splooge and dry. Oh man! For someone who doesn't have a retro tank, God, I have no reason for one right now.
Hey, you have a nice
you
old
want
TV.
one?
Like, how much? So what benefit can you get out of that if you don't have like a really nice HDMI TV?
Not a whole lot.
See,
I mean, that's its big thing is that it upscales and it does other cool shit. Like I am not qualified to comment on all the cool shit it does, but I get screenshots of like, oh, I applied this CRT filter on top of this with no latency, and it's on my TV, and it looks like Mike Chi is the guy that runs it or who came up with it, and the guy's a fucking madman. Like the product's been out for years now, and the guy just like, yeah, I'm going to do a firmware update. I want to make sure that the TV can have this type of mask on it that resembles this CRT, and not the guy's insane. It is. Yeah, the RetroTink shit is like the most impressive stuff out there. Like I'm blown away by what a RetroTink can do.
I mean, my TV, my HD TV, is from 2011, so we're still hanging on.
Yeah. The HD, the TV in back me, I had to get rid of that now. She's starting to fail. So I got to get rid of that, and I got to find another CRT.
Just go to the dump. I get the big chonker if you want that.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been in that spot.
Yes.
My goal is
if you redo that,
it'll look fucking glorious.
Instead of two janky ass TVs, take mine.
No.
Okay. I'll just
I need
sell it.
Justin gets the Rock Band set up. You get the TV. We all just drop shit off each other's house.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I gotta buy one of those. We were looking at a new TV too for our Christmas present to each other. So
they're good. Their TVs are so much better priced now.
Yeah.
You can get a good
Samsung frame TV.
Yep.
That the screensaver is just like nice art pieces, and you can get the border that looks like a frame for a picture.
What I would do if I were you is check the specs on the TV to see what its latency is when you put it in game mode. TVs are pretty good, but like when you're picking your TV, I would pick one that gets good reviews for latency.
What's like the threshold?
Fuck if I know.
Okay.
I was waiting for something Matt to be like, oh.
I was like, what kind of milliseconds are we talking here? But
I have no idea. Something that a RetroTink looks good with. That's what you need.
No, I remember that. I remember plugging in like the Super Nintendo to this one through the component because it doesn't have an RCA plug-in. It's just got the component, so I had to do the little splitter for the video. And my friend and her boyfriend stayed with us when we were living in Mass, and we were like, "Fuck yeah, we're gonna play some Mario." And the lag, man, it was so bad. It was like half a second.
That's insane.
Yep.
It's and you notice it in
yeah.
those old like Mario. That's the game that's my test game because I know Mario World like the back of my hand.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
exactly.
I can give you some TV, some stuff right now if you want. Let's
That
see.
old thing.
LG. Oh, let's see.
Oh, your TV hopping.
Yeah.
So while you doing that, Nick, I gotta say my most enjoyable, obviously, I think for me, Katamari Damacy. Yeah. And the thing is, like, I knew what to expect. Like, we picked some solid games this year. Like, a lot of our higher scoring games are this year. This year was nothing to fucking joke about. But Katamari Damacy kind of had that Beyond Good and Evil effect where I really didn't know what I was getting into. But I was just so blown away by how good that game, like how much fun the surprise factor. That's a problem with a lot of our games. Like, you got like the surprise factor of it, and you could get an absolute dumpster fire shit game. But if you hit that game and it's shocking enough, it's like, yeah, it overstates it.
That's my goal for every time I pick something.
You gotta
total shit the bed or knock you off your fucking rocker.
You got to reclaim your glory.
Yep.
Yeah. But looking at our stats, Halo was our highest ranked game, understandably. I think it's sitting in our number 3 spot currently. And of the year, let's see, Wheel of Fortune was our lowest of the year. And it's now sitting in our 51 spot.
Is it the lowest?
No, you gotta be Body Harvest and Claymates.
Oh, I still got the
Yeah. And you're going to have to really work hard because, again, like the shock value of like Beyond Good and Evil launched it up the tower. The shock value of how bad Body Harvest was like sank that thing. Like, it's probably not as bad as we make it out to be, but I don't care. Not. It'll be burned into my memory as the worst.
You are the most vocal, and you hated it the most. So here we are. Yeah. The fact that you vocalize so well, you get into our heads a little bit, and we're like, shit, that was bad. Matt has very good points. You know,
I want that to be an internet thing. Like, how do I, if I'm starting at this right now, how do I make this a meme in the next like 5 years? I have a 5-year plan to make this game hated by everyone.
A game that's like on like the hidden gems list, and like
I don't know how fucking made it on those.
Because I've watched some YouTubers and some like social medias people on there, and they still rate it pretty decent.
How many times did you do that stupid ass mission where you had the fucking like sundial thing, and then you just got pancaked?
That was the best part of the game when they took away the sundial. I got, oh my god, that game.
After that, it just went like you had to, yeah.
We had a stretch of games that were at best meh, or one of us did not enjoy the game and the others kind of did.
Yeah.
So for all of us, I don't know, that game it worked its way up to where it was, which we just were miserable. We do that. Like, if you look at our list, we'll go through stretches where we'll have just a bunch of games where it's not exciting, and it's like, oh man, I hate this fucking podcast. It's worse than work. And then all of a sudden, like, someone like Nick will come by with his, put his dick on the table and throw Halo and Katamari out. It's like, oh my god.
Well, so Katamari was a shot in the dark, though. Katamari was really a shot because that was just a game I never played. I'm like, oh, this is up John's alley for being interestingly weird.
Be weird.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I never played it. I never heard anything literally besides having memory of just like seeing it when it came out. But that's about it. So that one was a shot. So, and I mean, straight up, Halo was just like, this is gonna kill either way. Like I knew I knew everyone's love for it already, and I'm like, well, it needs to be played. It's such a great game, and why not?
You know how long this year has been? Jet Grind Radio was the first game we played of the year. That
I was
feels
trying to
like
remember. This is hard. I was like, I had to go through. I actually went to our YouTube channel to see what we had for our list.
It's been a blur, man.
We played Jet Grind Radio was the first one, then Jet Force Gemini. Then we played Kodo. We had Dan on. We had a guest this year, and we need to do that next year. We can talk about
it. I have a guest for next year for us lined up.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Year of the guest, maybe. I think that's what it might be. Because
I could pull up another one. But I feel like everything since we had Paul on for episode 1 Racer, since then, everything has blurred together for me.
I remember our first episodes very well. Mario, Sonic, Link's Awakening, where John and I were drunk and we had to redo it. For the listeners, go back and listen to our second episode. We were drunk. It was so bad. Nick had to come back the second one and save us. We repeated it.
Nick like left out the first half of that and then came back.
Yeah.
Because I think that's when I live. We're living with my in-laws.
Yep.
So
I remember I very clearly remember up to about Tactics, and then 21. Like 21 was a blur. Like Senti, Warcraft, Ghouls and Ghosts, Knights, Racer was when Paul. Then we had Aladdin, Terra Enigma, Beyond Good and Evil, Sonic, Metroid, Turtles, Silhouette Mirage, Mother 3. I forgot how much we loved that. Bomberman.
That was good again.
It's just this year's been a blur, and then last year, I don't know why we remember our first year so much, and I don't.
Well, that's all we had, really. Yeah. Life kind of paused, and we filled it with this.
Yeah.
So we did Metal Gear Solid this year.
I know
you got it, man.
Accomplished.
That was supposed to be episode 9 when we did Resident Evil, and it ended up being fucking. What do you Metal Gear Solid? That ended up being episode, I don't know, 40 something. I'll check my phone.
Sounds about right.
The longest delayed episode. It's kind of a bummer that we actually
episode 48.
That's
and
offensive.
You say Resident Evil was 9, so about 40 episodes later.
Oh my god, that's a massive fail.
So that's almost 2 years later. That's nuts.
A massive fail or a massive win?
Hey, it got me. So another thing on my list of things is the rankings as far as who picked the highest rated games.
Oh.
And I feel like that helped me. I'm in the lead, but I'm also benefited by not doing my eBay challenge. Had I done my eBay challenge, Nick would have taken this year. Nick, you figure Goku was bottom of the list, and I feel like my list would have put me down pretty low. So it's
you probably would have had the highest rated eBay pick, though.
We haven't played it yet, so don't. I don't know what we're getting into.
We both shit on the eBay picks pretty hard.
eBay picks
You'd
are
be hard pressed to beat the crap that we pulled out.
Wheel of Fortune is in a 49 spot, and where the hell is Nick's?
Legend of Goku?
46. Oh, so we didn't mention this because last episode we did Metal Slug and we never ranked it.
Yeah.
But we might as well do that right now. Metal Slug. So going across,
I rate where my rating was compared to yours. I thought you'd be rating because me and you are typically fairly close, and this time is actually me and John were closer on where we placed it.
I think our thinking was similar because when you sent that to me, I was like, interesting. So, Nick, you put it in your 25 spot. It sits below Resident Evil, but above KOTOR.
Yeah.
John, you set it in your 30 spot. It sits below Breath of Fire and above Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I put it in my 32 spot, below Jet Force Gemini, above KOTOR. So it's currently living in our 30 spot on our group list, below Crystalis, above Sonic 1, which I don't actually think is that bad of a spot.
And if you
No.
look at it, also, have you noticed that we all have it above, like this games I just noticed right off top that are fairly close to it on our list, is it's above Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and Zombie Ate My Neighbors. Like it's
That's
fairly close to our like that. It's very close in both our lists.
And that's honestly where I judged it, because I went down through my list. I'm like, okay, well, enjoyment factor wise, would I rather play this than this?
That's what I did.
KOTOR, I didn't enjoy that game. I mean, it was good, but I didn't love it.
Wow.
And not
But
that
I'm
it's
not
not a bad game. It's just it wasn't. I think it
Too
could have been.
much.
I think it was too much at the time for me, and I don't think I gave it probably the time it needed. But I never grew up as a huge Star Wars person by any means. Like I watched the movies there, but I wasn't a
I think
diehard
I was
fan.
probably the biggest Star Wars kid growing up. I don't know about you. Might have been close with you, Matt, but I like read books and I had the games.
Like
See, I came at it.
there's no emotional attachment for me. For me, I mean, as far as movies and games, if they're interlinked more, I mean, if we were playing something like probably the Resident Evils would probably hit more just because I enjoyed the horror movies there, as well as I grew up watching horror movies since the age of 5, so I've been petrified since the age of 5. And one of my favorite movies and a good game as well is Army of Darkness.
Yes.
So I'm looking at adding one of those to our list hopefully this
Are
year.
we talking movies and games? Because I was just listening to our last year episode, and I had an idea that was a thing we should do.
But I don't want to jump into that yet, but we kind of bombed. Just like a spoiler alert, we really bombed on our challenge.
Wasn't great there.
No.
I think my problem with KOTOR, I love RPGs. I'm just not a Western RPG guy.
No.
I think I like my JRPGs because they're basically a goddamn hallway simulator. I mean, that's what 13 is. You're literally walking in a hallway for 20
and
hours.
Isn't that what KOTOR is? Also, their rules are based off like D&D rules.
Yeah. It's just wide open.
That Mass Effect, and there's some others. Yeah,
it's just not
that style. It's different. I hear you. I haven't gotten acclimated to it all that much myself.
I think if we'd grown up playing D&D a lot more, we probably would be in that, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I could see like people listening to this show saying, man, what the fuck is up with these guys? Like their rankings are screwed up. KOTOR should be much higher.
Yeah.
Valid point, but it just...
But I mean,
I also see people say Final Fantasy Tactics should be higher, but...
Holy shit. God, that should be so much higher. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me.
Let's see what I got here. Average game rankings. We did that. That. So, do we want to jump into the challenges, or do you want to do your most memorable pickups? I was trying to think of some other things that we could tackle.
My most memorable pickups are hard. I got
so many on the top.
It's hard to pick because it's kind of actually a blur at this point.
You're just flush with fucking shit from the dump.
This was the year of the dump. Hey, I am trying my hardest now to reciprocate and give out to you all.
You're like the dump Santa. You're like trash compactor Santa.
Hey, you got a fucking Xbox One S in your living room right now.
Yeah. I'm still shocked it's there.
So, There
It's
you
been a
go.
good year for Matt.
This is the best year for me. The problem with half my shit though is every time it's like a surprise. It's an exciting surprise to me. Every time it turns on, there's this like moment of like sheer wonder of like, oh my God, it turned on. Every time, like, there's no reason this should work. You were telling me, Nick, like that your guy down there was like, hey, you know, maybe your buddy will do some capacitor work on some Game Gears.
And he said he'd give you like store credit too, I think.
I would love to help the guy out. The problem is it's not a very good business venture if every time you do something and you succeed, you're surprised about it and impressed. Like, it should be boring and mundane that the Game Gear works. You shouldn't step away and go, holy shit, that works.
I mean, I can go and like, hey, he'll do it, but just to set precedents, he has no faith in himself. Now, I'll let you know, he successfully has made an Xbox One S work, where literally the HDMI port fall out, and it's working. I'm like, I'll set that precedent, and if he's like, well, they're not doing anything now, they're just collecting dust, then why not?
I think your track record is pretty good so far,
Yeah.
but don't speak too soon.
I think it's your confidence too. I mean, we are all pessimistic, and you probably of most.
I'm very pessimistic. But the thing is, like, when I went into your GameCube, I was like, I got this. I'm pretty sure I got this. I was a lot more confident in that. I mean,
I would have died laughing, by the way, if that was the one thing that you failed on.
I was sweating that because I told you it turned. I should have never said like, "Hey, it turns on, it works." Because then, if I fucked it up, I could have just this whole time like, it's dead. I should have never said.
No, I just gotta find a power supply and some cords for it, AV cords.
I like how in years past, picking a game for you was such a bitch. Like, I'd be like, oh man, we can't pick an Xbox game because Nick doesn't have an Xbox. Now he's got 27 of them. Oh man, like, what we got to do at Nick and GameCube? Now Nick has access to the entire GameCube library. Like, now I'm sitting back. I didn't pick any Saturn games in the past. Like, oh man, how are we going to emulate Saturn? Now you've come into this beefy gaming PC. So now it's like, well, fuck, I don't know if John can keep up with Nick. You've had like the most
work out for him in 2023.
the most radical turnaround.
I gotta do things.
Well, maybe I'll just find a Saturn at the dump.
Yeah, right.
I can't believe you found a Saturn in the state of Maine to begin with. That, by the way,
That's
is my
been staring
most.
me in the face for a while. I was looking at that for a while.
I wasn't the only one there.
Yeah, he had one in box too.
That has spurred some goals for me for next year. So I don't know how to do this because John, like, you're similar to me in that the years have made you dead inside. You probably don't even have a soul at this point. So I don't know how to, like, with Nick, like, my goal is like, I want to make him cry on mic on recording. Like, I want to get him something. I want to get him something for a pickup that makes him cry and have it recorded.
Like, you had to hit like a childhood memory would probably be the only thing you could do.
That motherfucker is expensive, dude. I don't know how you can make him cry. I mean, unless it's an emotional story in a game, because he's pretty sappy.
I think we have to find the things that we got to hit that. I want to make him cry. How much?
He is the easiest to make cry.
There is things that I know you can make it cry, and I think you already kind of have an idea.
I know exactly what they are.
You gotta get you enough schnapps to make you fucking confess things.
No, you wouldn't even have to do that, I don't think.
No, I know the plan. The plan is we're going to do a night. We're going to
find something that has some emotional attachment, and it just has to surprise the fuck out of me.
And then do it when you had like a little too much to drink. Like one of the episodes where you're like, oh, I've already had 4 shots. Springing on you that one.
Yeah. Like having Nicole come down here. I need to give this to you. I'm like, what is this?
John, you're going to be a lot harder because I feel like I've got to find some way like to equal the feeling I had of having a Saturn in my home. I don't know how you describe that because that's like a 3-year like.
Oh, that's so great.
like Christmas isn't going to top that. So
You know what you should do on Christmas Day when you get stuff from Nikki. Be like, I got a Saturn now.
John did better. She's gonna fucking hate me like she did 10 years ago.
that would be
Like
the
she
end of
shocked?
Christmas.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's funny.
She just hated the fact that like she'd come home, we'd be playing Secret of Mana. We had like a stretch where we played Secret of Mana after work, like every day.
That was too
like,
long. Yeah, that was like for 3 weeks. We did that every 3 days.
As a grown man, I can kind of see the problem. However,
Yeah,
at the time,
you also didn't propose yet, so she was pissed at you.
yeah.
So-
Yeah, you guys took too long to do that. I caught some heat.
So our
Well-
last year's challenges.
Yes. What were those? Let's recap those.
You guys did good. I failed.
No, I did really bad. So going through the list, we'll start with John. John was supposed to pick a PS1 game.
Nope.
Massive fail for John.
I totally forgot about that, and I would have done it if my attention span had been better.
That's also a failure for us in 2022. I got a section on games that we talked about, and I stopped filling it out. Games like, we're going to add that to the list. Not
Oh my
one
god!
fucking game.
Yeah, no, you guys added so many to the list, and they just went.
So your eBay find challenge, you did do that.
I like
So
that. I like that idea.
That was
Yep.
you did do it. MDK2 was on your list last year. That never got done.
No, I probably picked something else.
Yeah, oh yeah. Rogue Squadron was on your list, and you're like, nope.
Fuck, thank you. Okay, that's going.
And then Age of Empires 2 was on your list, but it sounds like you've won up that one.
I've pivoted from the binder. So y'all shit on me for like donating my consoles and losing all my games. I've never lost a fucking PC game. Right here. They're all here.
You know what, do you still have all the key codes?
You don't have to worry about that.
Just
Oh, man. I'm waiting for him to got some Russian site downloading a no CD
I can
crack.
prove because I wrote it on the back of the Far Side day calendar and look at the date.
Date on that. I
February
can't read it.
19th. What's the Monday?
Oh shit, you can't see the year.
It's not
It's
focusing.
February 19th, 2001.
Ooh.
That's an heirloom. Hand that
Yep,
down.
that's 8th grade. That's 8th grade right there.
Nice. All right. So, John, you did terrible last year.
I
Did terrible.
whatever. Yeah, this 2022 sucked.
Let's get into my fail, and then we'll do Nick last because Nick, I think, had the most successful year.
He probably did.
Metal Gear Solid happened. I talked about that for many years. It finally happened. I made it
About
happen.
goddamn time.
I willed it. I did not make you play a cringy anime game. I failed miserably at that, actually.
Yeah.
So that's got to happen. eBay fine has been declared, but was not done. So that is also a fail. I was supposed to do my eBay fine. It's going to have to get pushed to next year.
The story trying to discover what that was is funnier than the fail. So
Right. Yeah. Wind Waker was not done, but it's a work in progress. We're in the middle of it. Where I feel like we missed that because of timing, but I'm going to count it against.
Like the timing on this game though is perfect. Like it's a good one because I have now stopped and I can put focus onto it. I'm actually excited playing it, so just need to get myself a memory card.
That's an issue. So, and the last one, Neo Geo. I did do a Neo Geo game, which Nick challenged me to. So I did do that. So let's look at Nick's success because Nick clearly outperformed us. So Nick did not make us play Soul Reaver Legacy of Kain.
Oh
No,
God,
we didn't.
thank you.
We did not do that. But Nick did do his eBay challenge proudly, actually. That was very proud.
Yeah.
Nick did pick a PS2, GameCube, Dreamcast, Xbox. Now, that was a stupid idea on my part because I was kind of pissy at Nick. Like, oh my God, I can't pick anything from that 6th generation because Nick doesn't have any of it. And then Nick turned around and just became flush with it. He's just overwhelmed, overflowing. He's just like,
Cascading.
Halo. Like, that was all you did. It was just like dick on the table. So Nick clearly met that challenge.
2022, Nick's dick on the table.
And then Donkey
6
Kong.
inches of it.
Yeah, I didn't hate Donkey Kong going back to it. just a collect-a-thon.
Yeah.
Not bad.
We weren't harsh on it. I think we were fair. I think we were fair
Mid,
on that one.
Mid.
Yeah. So Nick clearly came into 2022 like aggressive on the challenges. Very aggressive. So congrats, Nick.
Now we're going into 2023, which I lowered down the challenge. I lowered because I think we still want to do a challenge, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, and I don't know if I've thought a whole lot of. We got to find some challenge.
I got a challenge.
I have one.
All right,
John, you go first.
Okay. This requires we need to pick one, I guess, logistically, to see what we all have and what is attainable. So it's going to be the high score on a mini game within a game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, so let me jot that down. So one of our picks needs to have a mini game in it,
and we have to have the highest score on it.
Or we just do that. We don't even play the game. Well, shit, no.
No, I think we should play a game. I think because then we can find a game that has a mini game into it, and we all will have. Right. There's enough games out there that have plenty of mini games. I mean, actually, one of the games you picked earlier, I think this year, was Beyond Good and Evil. That had a fun mini game in it.
Oh yeah, it had the card thing, right?
I think we've got enough. Just thinking about this, we can make that happen. That's a realistic goal.
Pac-Man 2, The Adventure of Pac-Man.
Is that on your list?
No, but it should be because there's a great mini game in there.
I mean, we could make this a common thread. Each person has to pick one.
Yeah.
So I have a list of 4 that I came up with off the top of my head.
So do you want to work through that? So are you talking about games? Games you're coming up with?
Games with mini games, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna pick one of these. But also I could, because if you think about it, we get what 4 to 5 picks a year each, right?
Yeah.
So I have to make one of these mine. My earliest one that I remember is Mario Paint Nat Attack. But Matt, we might tie in easily because you talked about picking that.
I can put that on my list if you. I will take that hit for the team. I will give up a pick to do Mario Paint.
So not only do we get the fun shit that tied into that with your pick, we could also do the Nat Attack minigame winner. The challenge would be the person with the high score gets to pick the loser's punishment, the 2 losers' punishment. So I was going to give you 2 a nip. You got to go buy a nip and shoot it on the episode or something like that. Yeah. The second one was in Super Mario RPG, the Beetle Blast game.
Ooh.
Because that was one I spent a lot of time on.
Why haven't you picked that game? What is wrong with you?
That's a Super Nintendo game. We picked a lot of.
We're out of that. We last year were really good about picking games.
Yeah, but we're still stacked on that generation, so I don't know.
I'm not going to be as aggressive. I mean, man, 21 and 22. In 21, 50-something% of our picks were in the 4th gen, and in 20, 47 were. And then this last year, 28. We're right in line.
I also wouldn't mind trying one that I haven't played before. And it just so happens that Fable, there's chicken kicking.
Oh, that's a solid pick.
So
Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Fishing.
Yep.
And there's a couple of games as well, archery games.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, there's...
And Mouse Bomb.
Yeah. So I might go neutral territory because I know you haven't played the chicken kicking in Fable, right?
No, and that's on the Xbox and
it's just at the cusp, I think, of retro.
You're in it.
The other one was the Chocobo Racing, and I think that's in Final Fantasy VII.
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Whoa, you're gonna pick a Final Fantasy as this could be the year of Final Fantasy, man.
No. I'll do like the Fable chicken kicking, I think.
Matt, do you have any
But
challenges?
that would be my idea is the mini game high score. The losers have to do a disgusting nip shot on the episode.
Man, I can't think of any challenges.
I mean-
and I know we came into this. I mean, there's a couple of I kind of want to just continue the challenges that we didn't do last year, to be honest with you.
I mean,
Like,
you can
still
pick
want
up
to force John to pick a PS1 game.
I mean, we can still do that.
Just the ongoing challenge.
Ongoing challenge, just while it's ongoing. I mean, if I was gonna do that, if I won that, I'd probably have John watch 2 episodes of an anime
How's that
of my
gaming?
choosing. Oh no,
It could be a gaming anime.
yeah.
What?
Wait,
Wait, so the
if
challenges from
if I was to win like your challenge there, I would have you watch either a couple episodes of an anime.
You have to watch Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, or whatever the fuck that garbage ass, Uncanny Valley shit CGI fest.
yeah, pretty
That
bad.
ruined Square.
So I'll ask you this question: do you really want to up the ante creatively with me?
Yes,
Always.
yes, that makes for good listening.
Oh, okay. All right,
I mean-
you're fucked.
I'm married,
Maybe
so
you-
that's pretty much
Like
been
your
life.
fucking concrete inspector license or something.
So let's go through. So we're gonna start off the year. This has already been announced. My pick was Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
Yeah.
John, taking into account that you could fuck Nick with a multitude of challenges, what's going to be your next pick? And include challenges. Like, by the way, as we're going through these, we should think of maybe challenges as we go.
Well, I do have a challenge too.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
where's that?
I have a challenge is to find a no label game. Don't test it out yourself. Send it to either one of us. And once you get that no label game, you test it out on the show and see what it is. And that will be the game for the following week, or that has to be played that year.
No
You know what you
label game.
You know what you could do with that? I don't know how you get a no label game, but here's what you could do. Bull Moose occasionally does like grab bag CDs of bullshit.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know if you can get like games and I mean, you're gonna end up with Madden. We probably will end up playing Madden, but
yeah.
Or I could have who me and John know say, hey, get us a game under this. And I actually have cover stickers that goes over the labels, and I'll have them mail it to us. And we don't, won't know, you guys won't know, and that'll be the game of one of our weeks that he picked.
just show up, ask for it in a brown bag.
Yeah. I'm like, give me a game that's in this price range, and if you have 3 copies, one in each brown bag, that way we can't see it, and we'll open it up on one of the episodes.
So is that one of your picks, or how does that kind of fall?
That'd be a challenge. I do have picks for the upcoming year, but I don't know if I've picked 5. They all can be moved around easily.
All right.
So upcoming picks for 2023 for me is...
Do you have them in order?
Yes.
All right.
Fist of the North Star.
So that's your first pick after John. Is Fist
Fuck
of
is
the
that?
North Star. All
It
right.
is a great game for the NES.
Fist of the North-
NES.
Yeah.
NES. Bold.
Nick with an NES pick.
Yeah.
I'm very proud. This is awesome.
I
Strider.
did not think I'd seen the day.
So Fist of the North Star followed by Strider.
Which is I think it's on NES as well as the Sega Genesis.
Oh, this looks so anime. Fist of the North Star.
So we skipped over John's 2. We'll come back to him. So it's going to go Fist of the North Star, Strider, then it's going to go My Sneaking, and then it's going to go Final Fantasy X, then it's going to go back to John in the current order.
In the current order?
All right, keep naming them, Nick. Unless you want to shuffle things. You
So,
name.
so other one would be Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Shadows.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, get fucked.
Forbidden Shadows. All right.
What is... Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Persona 3.
Yes. Yes.
This is a theme
the
in
best
every.
year.
This is a themed set pick list, by the way.
So you're 2023, you admit that you are a fucking anime fanboy.
The year of the Weeb. The year of the Weeb. Okay. What was
I think you just laughed so hard he peed a little bit.
Persona? I can't wait to watch you play Persona.
What the fuck is Persona 3? I've heard of
Oh,
Persona
oh.
5.
Google it. I'm very.
I'm just gonna send you TikToks of that dude that I found that does the anime like weird gentleman guy shit.
Google Persona 3 right now.
I'm still trying to Google all the other fucking anime shit he made. What is Fist of the North Star? Why does this guy want to fuck me? Like, what is this face? This is the face Nick makes when he's pooping.
That's why he picked it.
Oh my Christ.
Yes.
There's a live action movie of that, by the way.
I don't doubt it. You probably loved it.
We're gonna have to watch it. That's
Hot
be
garbage taste in movies and video games.
You're gonna need to watch it in order to understand the show, the game.
The manga's pretty decent.
Oh my god, this is the best list we've ever done. What the fuck is this game?
I mean, I did have one more anime game.
Oh, you don't.
Magic Knight of the Wraith.
Is it like Magic the Gathering related?
No,
it's
Oh, then eat a dick.
Oh man, what is? I'm so fucking excited for Persona 3. That
Oh my god. This looks horrible.
can we move some of them, Nick?
we could definitely adjust this.
Can we move Persona where you have Strider?
Is that a chick? Is that a chick with a goatee?
What is this? Oh,
The
Persona?
fucking cover for PS2. Persona 3. There's a dude with blue hair. There's a chick with red hair. There's an old guy with gray hair, and there's a person in a hat that looks like a chick that has a goatee.
That's Persona, man. Just don't worry about it.
They're all androgynous. What?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, all right.
So hear me out on this,
No,
Nick.
you're-
Thinking of our order, right? If we did Fist of the North Star followed by Persona, which is Persona's a lengthy game, and I would assume Fist of the North Star on NES is not long.
No.
If we move Persona up, and then we can do Sneaking, which is probably short and shitty, and then John gets Final Fantasy X. So he gets like Persona and Final Fantasy X at the start of next year. That's an amazing 1-2 punch.
Oh,
Can we do
but
that?
He's gonna rape Slayer. He's gonna so much vengeance is building up into him right now.
What is
I know you
Yu-Gi-Oh?
both live. I know you
What is
both
Yu-
live.
What is Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Shadows? I thought my Final
It's a-
Fantasy X.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Shadows is a card-based game.
Okay,
Oh.
we haven't done one of those.
That's why I picked it. I'm trying to also change up some of the games we've done. and it's supposed to like. It's pretty much. It came out at the height of when the Yu-Gi-Oh anime was out on TV, the TV
All right.
show.
So all 12 of you watched it.
All right, we'll leave our order alone then, if that's the case.
How the fuck is there no gameplay images of the NES Fist of the North Star game?
Oh, don't worry about it. You'll love it. I found
all I can see is like some Mortal Kombat looking shit or Tekken.
You'll love it. It's NES, man. I'm gonna buy it. I'll buy it tonight.
It's cheap.
So next year is gonna be amazing because I thought I was like slapping my dick on the table with Final Fantasy X. And by comparison, John should celebrate that as an achievement because when John goes to play Persona, man, that's epic. Okay, John, well, you haven't picked any of your games. What do you plan on doing now knowing this? So I've taken Mario Paint. I will give up one of my picks for Mario Paint. I'm really excited about that. I want that. I want that bad. I love
that game.
Yep.
I love your challenge idea of creating music. Yep. I think we need to integrate that into the episodes with like the theme song.
Yeah.
Yep. I haven't put together anything musical in a long time. I like it. So my picks.
So following Wind Waker, John, what do you got for us?
I would like to do 007 Nightfire.
Nice.
That was a wife pick, by the way. So
nice. Good for her.
I think that should be a challenge instead of like Nick has an anime boner for an entire fucking year.
I heard of the last time you guys played Nightfire. What is this? The Don't Get Divorced challenge? Like I heard the last time that was not no bueno at the household.
We were just chilling for a winter before we bought our house, so we were going back through games, and she talked mad shit about being good at it, and then I smoked her. So, yeah, but yeah, I will. That all right. The PS1 thing, I don't know. I got to think about that. I would like to play Empire Earth because it is in my CD collection for my old PC games.
Empire Earth. Okay.
Real-time strategy, which Nick hates. I would like to play Rogue Squadron. I haven't done that. I said I would do that. I haven't done that. It is a game that I want to own. It's still relatively affordable. And I would like to play Felix the Cat on NES.
Ooh, are we going for a year of the...
We're dialing it back, man. We only got 5 of them.
That's why I went Fist North Star. I was trying to find a NES game.
There is a Dreamcast game, but I don't think it's on PS1. So...
all right. I haven't done my last pick. I don't know if it will get to me to do this one. This will probably go the year after. Because I think you guys have all done 5, right? John did Nightfire.
No, I did 4.
4.
John. Okay, so. Oh, because I'm fucked up because my Wind Waker. All right. Well, if we get through Mario Paint.
I mean, that's a small, short game, so we could probably do a record pretty quickly after that.
I think what I would do, we haven't played a Dreamcast in a while.
The one instead. Yeah, I do.
What's that? What are you thinking? I'll take a Dreamcast. I was debating doing Sonic because we haven't had a Sonic game forever. But
Sonic Adventure?
Yeah, 2.
Blue Stinger.
Blue Stinger. I'll leave that. You talked about that. I'll leave that one for you.
That's one of them. But if I get a swap out for a PS1 game to make hold myself accountable.
Well, let's do like a listing. So here's the thing: like in theory, if we don't suck like last year, we'll get through all these.
Yeah, at least
because if we actually like play the games and record, which we didn't do last year, we'll burn through this list no time. So John, you mentioned like you want to do Blue Stinger. We'll just put these as like in the hopper. Blue Stinger. What was some other games you threw out that you had in the hopper?
me.
Yeah.
PS1 games. Man, I don't know.
Nick, if you got any in the hopper, let me know. I'll put you down. John. Nick. I'm going to put myself down. I'm going to do Sonic Adventure 2.
Ooh. What was that GameCube one you threatened? It was expensive.
Skies of Arcadia.
Oh, that's
yeah.
I mean, that's
yeah,
GameCube.
Cubivore?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks funny.
Ooh, Spider-Man 2.
Nick's got Spider-Man 2. That would throw off your year of anime, but that's all right.
Jesus. So are you going back to single picks? Like the rotation? We were doing dual picks for a while.
That's all dual.
I think we should go single because I don't want to play fucking anime trash back to back.
We can do that.
All right. Well, let's move it around then. So we got Legend of Zelda. All right.
Yep.
Then what do you want next?
Nightfire.
Nightfire. Then what?
Then it's me.
It's Nick.
So Fist of the North Star. Pick your poison, John.
Then it's Matt again.
That's back to me. I really don't want to do Mario Paint until I want to keep Mario Paint for when we have we're pinched. If I move Mario Paint up after Empire Earth, what does that do for us? That moves Final Fantasy too far, though. The problem is if we're going to do an RPG, if we do it during the summer, we're never going to play it.
No.
I'd like to keep Final Fantasy, but that still fucks me.
Mario Paint should be a spring game. Spring into summer.
Matt, John, Nick. Matt, John, Nick. Oh, after Fist of the North Star. Hold on. If I move Final Fantasy up, because we will play we've never played a Final Fantasy game.
It's Final Fantasy 10.
It's a side story. So Wind Waker, Nightfire, Fist of the North Star, and then 10. Fist of the North Star is going to be short. That'll give us time to play 10. Then John will follow me with what? Empire Earth?
Yep.
Then Nick, what are you going to follow Empire Earth with?
How long is Empire Earth? 10-hour game?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably do Strider.
All right, so Strider, Empire Earth.
Wait, what the fuck is Strider?
It's a Genesis game. It's short.
Yep.
Empire Earth is 36 and a half hours.
Yeah, then Strider would be good after that because it's gonna be quick and nice palate cleanser.
All right, so yeah, we got some heavy hitters coming up because 10 will take a lot of time, but we'll have time to play that in 4. Empire Earth, we're just gonna have to cram, get her done. Matt, John, Nick. Matt, John, Nick. So I'm up next. So you want Mario Paint moved up? So do Mario Paint after Strider?
There you go. Nice breathing.
Okay.
So I just need to buy Mario Paint and find myself a fucking mouse.
So then who follows me? John always follows me. So John, do you want Rogue Squadron or Felix the Cat to follow Mario Paint?
Oh. Rogue Squadron.
Mm.
No, we're getting into summertime, right?
Yeah, so Nick, when do you want Persona?
I think, oh, shoot, because I got to think of this one. Persona's going to probably be fall. I'll shoot that one for fall. Because
you want to do Yu-Gi-Oh after Rogue Squadron?
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh. Because that one, that game's easy to play through.
John, Nick, Matt, John, Nick. So I do sneaking. So John, you want Felix the Cat to follow sneaking?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so let's read this order. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, followed by Nightfire, followed by Fist of the North Star, followed by Final Fantasy X, followed by Empire Earth, then Strider, then Mario Paint, then Rogue Squadron, then Yu-Gi-Oh!, then Sneaking, then Felix the Cat, then Persona 3. I do like that the 2 RPGs are spaced out.
That's 12. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, do we want to add more?
I mean, I think we could. If we do one every 2.5 weeks, every 3 weeks.
Well, why don't we also hold off and because I can get a guest and I can have our guest pick a game. He already knows our setup as far as what the game, and he can pick a game within that selection.
Let's do that. We have a Halloween spot and we have 2 guest spots for next year. Guest 1,
And that puts us
John, you
at
mentioned.
15 games.
Yep. That's way more than we did this year, or one more than we did this year.
And then if we're blazing through these games, we find that we're like, hey, I actually already finished it, and everyone finished it. Like we can do an early record, then we can add games later on.
I mean, yeah, if we do every 3 weeks, that's 17 games. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yep.
Yeah. Ugh. Why'd you pick so much fucking anime? What is up? You.
So I think what this leads us into, and I think we should probably look at wrapping up.
Yep.
Do you guys have any goals, like what you want for going into the next year, as far as like collecting or, stuff you want to add to your collection, or just in general?
Totally sabotage both of you.
John, next year is going to be good. You have a lot to look forward to.
Well, I'm not
nope.
that type of person. I had something kind of.
You're not that type of person. What? What?
I thought I was kind.
What did you just pick from
I
a
thought
fucking roster of games?
I thought.
What did you just pick?
I picked one that fits into a different system. So I'm like, I'll expand
you
our
have
system.
like 17 games you played as a kid that you always talk about, and you picked none of them.
Actually, I did. I picked Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Shadows.
No. You did, fuck that. No. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is fucking Kmart Pokemon. That shit should not be on a podcast.
That's why it needs to be on it. Your rage can come through. That's good listening.
Dude.
John, you go through and you're always like, man, we can't pick all these things. We can't just pick good games the whole time.
And Nick's picking a hot load of garbage.
He's racing to the bottom.
Trying to beat
bottom
me.
or top.
Yeah, that. No, there's
John,
no
I
goals.
think you're gonna love Persona
besides
3.
revenge. No goals beside revenge. I'm gonna
I
get
mean-
you.
Excited.
Matt, you have any goals yourself? I mean, we clearly see where John is on this one.
I don't know, because you guys kind of. John nuked my goal. My my annual goal of getting a Saturn, that's done. So I have nothing left to live for at this point. My life is complete.
My goal is to make the grumpiest fuck in the room happy. Mission achieved.
Yes.
I don't know what what do I have for a goal now, right? I mean, I don't know.
Start your Saturn collection.
You're gonna make Nick cry. That's it.
Yeah.
I do want to make Nick cry in 2023. I want to get you something, John, but the problem is you don't have any. There's no system. You're like, I need to have that.
I don't give a shit.
That's the problem. What do you do for someone who doesn't give a shit? You make them play Fist of the North Star. No, I've got some. I know last year a lot of my stuff was controller heavy. I dicked around with controllers a lot last year, and I think next year I'm going to be hardware heavy again. To be honest,
I've been a big fan of controllers lately, like getting to like different controllers. Like I want to get the NES Advantage and the SNES Advantage controller because I'm a big fan of the joysticks, and I actually really loved that controller, especially when I was playing fighting games. I loved using the SNES Advantage playing any fighting game. I mean, I have a that type of pad for the Sega Genesis right now, but my goals next year is to have all CIB of every Sonic game on the Genesis.
Ooh,
it's not it's not overly pricey.
Knuckles, Sonic and Knuckles in the cardboard. I think that came cardboard.
It came cardboard and does have plastic shell too.
All right,
Man.
But yeah,
right.
I just need to get the cardboard because I have the game. Other one. So I'm missing Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the case for Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 1 case. I have Sonic Spinball, and I need to get Sonic 3D Blast, and then Robotnik's Mean Bean.
You have a mean bean.
That's a bold choice, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one of those, and I'm going to rig it with a timed little fucking firecracker, and they're going to get it, and you're going to be excited. It's going to blow up.
So hasty. And I have one more other thing. I would like to, because I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan, I'd like to get Ghostbusters games on every retro game console. So,
all right, so I got to write these down. I probably should be doing that to tell us how bad we did next year.
Nick has a lot of goals.
Nick wants all CIB Sonic games. That's a lot on Genesis. You sure you know what you're getting into? All CIB.
There's 7 games.
Sonic 3D Blast.
Yeah.
And I
also price them out, so it's nothing like it's going to break the bank.
All right. What was your other goal? You want what?
Oh, collect every Ghostbusters game on every retro console.
That could also be expensive.
Nope. Don't check that one too.
Ghostbusters game.
Because that could be loose. I don't care if it's there or not. That's more going to be display. Because I'd like to work on a Ghostbusters display.
John, how about you? What things are you going to try to chase down in 2022? What are you going to pursue?
I'm 2023.
That's it.
I'm going to hit 5,000 views on my first TikTok of my slide out console shelf.
Oh, this is the year 2023.
This is the year.
The year of the console. I'm going to mark that because this has been your goal 3 years in a row.
I helped my buddy who's an electrical engineer. I helped him blow in insulation in his attic. So he goes, I owe you a day. And I was like, I got it. All right, nice. We're wiring all this shit up.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see that. I'd be so happy for you because my
goal is to totally. I don't know. I got to surprise one of you two on an episode, and we have to record it somehow. To prank, not surprise, to prank. I'm gonna put it there. Since you set your little fucking anime lineup, we're out for blood now. So
anime the year of the dump is followed by the year of the weeb. Just show.
Yep. No weebs. No, you're done. The prank. I'm not going to get to give out a fantasy football punishment this year because my team isn't that good. So I got to fuck with one of you two. That's it.
I was relatively tame to you.
I
You're
complicit.
Nothing.
You're complicit in this. You encourage this.
Well, yes,
of course he does.
Yes, that without question. I mean,
both of you. I could fuck with both of you.
Nick said Persona 3, and I just said when.
I could text both of your wives and be like, "Hey, I want to fuck with them," and they'd be like, "I would love that."
Yeah. So of course, my wife hates me.
That's called marriage. Marriage is just a prolonged hatred plus tolerance.
And you know that there's evil, excellent mischief up here that is underutilized.
I welcome
in this brain.
Of the games on the list that Nick picked, what one makes you the most mad?
That Persona shit, because we talked about how fucking dumb that is. Actually, no, I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh! Or that. One of those two episodes, you're gonna like just something bad's gonna happen.
If I offer you a consolation prize, will you be okay with it?
Depends on.
There's rumor that Persona 3, 4, and 5 are coming to Switch. So by the time we get to Nick's game, you may be able to play Persona 3 on Switch.
I'd rather get a toenail removed. All right, I'll play Persona 3 on Switch. Okay. Nope, we're good. I love you both. Yeah,
I mean, it's been announced. Let's
2023. Happy yay, good times. All right.
Persona.
I'm staring right at you, Nick. I'm staring. You're dead.
So much fucking hate. The worst year.
I love you, John.
Persona 3 and 4.
I'm going to do something jackass level. That's what we're talking here.
Persona 3 and 4 finally hit all modern platforms in January. So there you go. Nick, you did him a favor. You picked one. And actually, Final Fantasy X can be played on Switch too.
Yep.
So you can.
So I actually have I got Final Fantasy X the other night on Switch.
So I'm going to go through. I'm going to start buying all this shit. This list is set in stone. Now, I know I'm the worst person for this in that I changed my mind after 2 games. I'm going to try to enforce this list. That is my goal for next year, is to one, be aggressive about a recording schedule, because I was terrible about that this year.
I think it will happen too. The year before, 2021, you're pretty aggressive. Like, okay, guys, we're recording. Don't care where the fuck you are in the game. We're recording.
Yeah, I got to get back to cracking the whip. I became soft in my old age.
Yeah, 37. It's too hard.
You.
Oh, yeah. Man.
I love it.
There you are.
I love it. Well, I'm excited for our 2023.
I am too.
John, you're not,
actually,
but that's okay.
I don't really look forward to play? Mario Paint.
I'm excited. That hit me. That's a shower idea. I had that in the shower that we should all play Mario Paint. And
I'm gonna make us a new theme song.
That's not too expensive with the mouse, and that'll be good. It's a mouse that's gonna be.
I'm excited that you gave me a little slap with your Weeby gauntlet, because I'm gonna come back with the fucking master hand and just pancake you.
How can you come back?
That'd be the tables turning. John slapping me with his little bitch hands.
Oh! But these bitch hands are attached to this giant prankster brain that you don't even know the levels. Oh.
To be fair, Strider should not be.
That doesn't seem that bad. I looked it up.
That actually is a great game.
Yeah. The fact that you picked Yu-Gi-Oh! You know that I hate Yu-Gi-Oh!
Fucking year, the year of the Weeb.
Why? There's so many good games out there. That's going. Nope. I'm gonna keep the tactics at the bottom. Wait, no, Crystal Warriors at the bottom. Yeah, that's just going like. Wait, no, because you want to be at the bottom. Never mind. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna put it like just above shit. Okay.
Go ahead, John. Take me to the top, baby.
Oh man.
John,
I don't.
But you never made a play for the top, so you know where Nick's making his play strategically. Not that I made any play.
I'm not gonna totally softball it like Mr. Halo did.
Hey,
so,
John. You're playing chess.
What?
I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics right now. It's all about your moves.
Yeah,
You're playing chess. I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics.
Fucking enjoy your cheese over there. I'm gonna fill your basement with rats.
I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh my god!
The worst game. Chess is better. I'm done. All right, I'm done talking. It's no more talk. It's all action. Your basement is very easy to break into, Nicholas. Be warned.
You're playing chess. I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics.
Of course you are, because that's all you play. It's hot garbage. I hate it.
The best quote I think I've ever heard. I'm tweeting that out in our account. Tweeting that out. You're playing chess. I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics.
I really want to do that chair airbag prank to you, but that would probably break you, so I can't do that.
God.
Oh man, I want to fucking get you.
I gotta make sure I lock shit up now.
Oh, I'm gonna get you. Yeah. I haven't pranked anybody in a good long
Fuck
while.
yeah, my house key. Fucking shit. I totally forgot about that. It's like, I'll just lock the doors. Like, oh shit, that's my house key.
You don't want to trust me with things.
No.
If you start a Weeby slap war.
I gotta warn the wife.
Go ask Dan. Go ask Dan when he hid my keys from me and I was drunk one night and I made his computer reset. Remember that, Matt?
Oh, poor Dan. We need to have Dan back on, but it's going to be tough next year.
Yeah.
He's got some sleepless
Year of Dan,
night.
baby.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Well, to the listener, thank you for tolerating our Weeby Slap Fest, which will be 2023.
We have to record video on some episodes for this because it's going to be worth watching.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
So listen to us any place you listening to a podcast, and you can follow us on both Twitter and on Instagram and Mastodon as well at Spindash Retro. Hey, happy 2022, boys.
Don't piss off your friends that are good at pranks. Oh, I'm going to get you.
You're playing chess. I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics.
Dude, do you have a fedora to tip your hat, my lady? Oh, I hate you.
Fuck.
Oh, God. Signing off. Happy New Year.